Hi, I'm Catherine Tinsley with the Nocturnal. How are you guys doing today?
We're
Doing
good.
great. Doing really well.
Thanks.
Y'all ready to get started?
Yes.
Do Let's do it.
All right, so my first question for you guys is, with this being within the genre of horror, did you guys watch any horror films previously to prepare for this role?
No. Did you?
I know, me neither. I was given the reference for my character because Pallavi kind of lives in a different movie for a lot of the movie, and the directors were like, "You're kind of in a rom-com fairy tale. Think Elsa from Frozen." So that was like my mindset for a lot of the movie of like disillusioned daughter.
Oh.
Like I was kind of not in the horror specific genre and mindset going into it, to be honest. I just thought it was a funny reference. So.
Yeah, I may have rewatched Get Out, or certainly like looked up clips again, because I think that's another film that like tries to keep you guessing as to what's going on. Also happens to be a Blumhouse film, so it made for a good reference. But yeah, maybe. But that might be it.
I'll be honest, I think I also rewatched Get Out because I also love that Blumhouse pulled that off in a way. We were hoping to pull off something that was a film and then a horror film.
What does it mean for you all to portray a South Asian centered film, especially within the genre of horror, since it's so rare for us to see in American pop culture?
We were saying that one thing that was nice for us is to be on set with other actors who kind of look like you. I know that sounds superficial in a way, but often on set, like I've never done a scene in America with, unless it's a group casual scene. I've never had, if I'm a therapist and I'm talking to a patient, guaranteed you can't be both South Asian. So it was fun to like, oh, South Asian, South Asian, South Asian. It's actually something you don't think you miss. And then when you have it, you have much more shared stories than you realized. Because, we go around thinking we're just individuals and we're not bound by our culture or our parents' culture. But then we hung out and it's like, there's something, and it's very comforting.
Absolutely. I think I was drawn to that idea. I didn't know what it meant for me necessarily because I spend a lot of time sort of rejecting that and moving in other spaces or trying to, take it all as an actor and be everything and anything. And it was so interesting to be on. I loved how I felt, and it was really empowering to have such support just inherently, all of us being in the room together. And it has meant a lot now receiving feedback and having different outlets tell us that it is impactful. So that is a huge deal that is resonating now that was not at the time of like making the film, just because it was sort of like more intuition based, and now like receiving the feedback is super meaningful.
Yeah, and I mean, it was great to be a part of something where there was, representation is what we want more of everywhere across media, and it was like in a lot of the right places on this project, which felt really good and was new for me for sure. Yeah, and it's just something to, because it's true, there are times where you're like, oh, I don't want to just play an Indian character, I don't want to just play this, because it really depends on the project and sometimes that's all it is. But this one really felt like it had a lot more to it in terms of the characters. The story was very Indian and Indian American culturally, but there was so much more happening, so it was great. Yeah.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having such a great film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Catherine.
Have a good one, guys.
That was really nice.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Aww.